Hey guys, Happy New Year. It's Barry Aldridge here. Welcome to 2025. Yep, and we are finally here and that. And I was going to wait for a few days. I usually do a video like a few days into the new year and not do one on New Year's Day, but I felt like, I better do one though today. Yeah, sorry about a bit of my throat. I've just gone back from watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for the second time at my local cinema in town and that. And I just got back in through the rain and that. And boy, it was great though just to watch it a second time around. And yeah, I can't wait to get it on 4K or Blu-ray, whatever I get it on. I'm hoping it's also a steel book as well because it is probably my favorite Sonic film. But maybe I'll talk about that though one day. Yesterday I talked about looking back on 2024. What are my hopes though for this year? Hopes for 2025. For me personally, I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet as possible, but I doubt it. It's more going outside of the box and going outside my comfort zone a little bit more, trying out new things, trying new variations and ideas, though, really. And especially like I did, though, today. I don't normally do something on New Year's Day. And I went to the cinema to go and see Sonic 3. And like I said, I really enjoyed it second time round as well. And it was nice, though, to do something on New Year's Day because normally on New Year's Day, I'll just go to a shop or something like that or shopping at best or try something or rather. And I felt like, I wanted to do something a bit more though with New Year's Day though this year. And I'm really glad though I actually did that. So job done for the first day already. And I'm already getting there. It's not more New Year's resolutions because I'll be honest with you, the last New Year's resolution I really got into was back in 2006 when I quitted alcohol for good. And I kept going and going and that up and I did like the whole year, which was great. And that, and then I had a couple of drinks like in 2007, and then I decided though to give it up completely. I think it was like April or May of 2007, and that's the only other thing in that as well. It's more going outside the box a little bit because don't get me wrong, it's nice though to be inside your own comfort zone about what's actually going on. But I feel like, to me, I feel like people ain't taking risks anymore. I mean, I could be wrong about that. It may be more of an underground thing, but I think with mainstream society and even YouTube, they're not prepared to take risks. All people do is, they just don't do anything. They just complain online. Nothing wrong with that sometimes, but if they do it all the time, it does get a bit annoying. So, yeah, I get a bit annoyed about that. So I try and go, you know what? I just want to go outside and do something a bit different. And that's what I'm going to do as well. I'm going to try and do some different things while I have some new shifts from work, which has actually helped out in a way. Because, like I said, though, in my video though yesterday, if I kept on the same stagnated thing and I hadn't taken that break from work and the shop hadn't shut, I think around about this month or the middle of this month, I would have probably just handed in my notice. But, that's a whole thing there everywhere. I've already explained that, though, yesterday. But, yeah, I want to think more outside the box. I want to try and do some Saturday trips again, which will be very, very cool. And then when I do get a week off, I want to start traveling a little bit, maybe go out of town for like 2 or 3 days at least. And then, maybe in the summer, I do want to go back to Cardiff or the West Country. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. And get that Christmas spirit back as well. Get into the spirit of things a little bit more, though. Really, not be on sort of a downer because, like I said, I do believe. Well, I can understand why. Some things can be an absolute downer though sometimes, but it can be a bit, strange that. And I'm also gonna highlight some of the anniversaries or something like that. One that involves the entire world. With COVID in March, and then there's also personal ones like my parents' wedding anniversary, my dog's passing of Ruby, in both in October, my appendicitis operation, removing my appendix in November, and then certain other ones that have happened, over, in this particular year, like whether it's like the 10th anniversary or the 20th anniversary or 5th anniversary, that sort of thing as well. So I will touch on those. And I want to think more outside the box as well. And I do want to try a couple of new things, but I'm trying to think what I haven't done though, really, because I know for a fact, that I would say once I reach 50, I would say there are certain things I won't be able to do anymore. I probably would be able to do certain things, but not in a certain way. I'd have to take a bit of a step back and, observe things a bit more. I mean, nowadays I think, people are getting older and they're living longer. they can do certain things up to a certain point, and then you go like, yeah, you know what, I don't think I can do this though anymore. And that's what I'm going to try and do over the next few years, especially though this year. I want to try and do as much as I can before I say, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And I believe, yeah, that will happen in some point during my 50s, no question. I would be surprised if I'm able to keep going with it, but you know, who knows? We'll have to wait and see on that as well. Yeah, I want to try and see if I can keep going with certain things and that, you know, and that's a main aim as well. Traveling a bit more again. We'll have to wait and see what actually happens, but and you know, try and get more into video games a bit more, you know, and see that sort of side as well. I'm also going to get share money as well, which will be very, very helpful as well. So I'll be able to decide on that. And I learned a story though from my best friend where he was given a certain amount of money and he spent it all like after a certain amount of time. I'm not going to mention my friend's name just in case though, really, because I don't want to embarrass him or something like that. But yeah, but I want to make sure that I keep, you know, some of the share money for quite a while and try and help it towards retirement, and that will, and see how that goes there, where I can just do whatever I can. Like I say, you know, I'll probably be able to do certain things up to a certain point, but then that's it though, really. Yeah, gone a little bit longer than I thought, but hey, you know what? At least I've been able to do a video here in 2025, and we'll have to wait and see what carries on with the future, though. Really, yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you got any hopes for 2025, I wouldn't mind seeing them in the comments or something like that. Or if you feel like, yeah, I've came up with some bad ones or good ones, yeah, feel free. I don't mind at all. Take care of yourselves, guys. I will speak to you very soon. I'll probably be back with a video on Sunday. So, again, Happy New Year. See you all for the rest of 2025. Peace.